So this just in, I just got a email from the Nevada GOP, and a judge has ordered the inspection of the election equipment in Clark County. Clark County is Las Vegas, and that's where virtually all the um, questionable stuff happened. So that's a good thing, and hopefully the stuff hasn't been erased to a point where we can't do a forensic study on it. Also, a lot of people were depressed yesterday because the Pennsylvania state legislature uh, said they didn't have enough time to do a joint resolution and submit an alternate group of electors. And then I just listened to a senator there explain why. Because how the state is set up, even if they're reelected, but their term ended last night. So they and you had to have 5 days for a joint resolution. So um, they they can't even do anything until after the first of the year when they all meet again and um, get sworn in. I think right now he said they only have like 25 senators out of. I can't remember how many got. I think it's 50 some, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. And now China's filling their oats, which I'm kind of surprised about. I thought they'd kind of keep their head down until their puppet got in, but they're threatening Australia, Taiwan. They just deployed an amphibious group, which we deployed our own amphibious group. I'm sure Biden will change that if he gets into office. So, they basically threatened Australia that if they send any warships into the South China Sea, they will engage them. And, excuse me, I'm sorry. Um, that could get real interesting. And, uh, I've been watching a lot of Australian news, and they're scared. And the bad part is, I watched an interview today, and they were talking about their allies, and they never mentioned the U.S. coming up. They mentioned Great Britain, uh, a number of other countries, never mentioned the U.S. I don't think China would invade Australia, but I don't know. I don't know if I put it past them. I do know that they will invade Taiwan, and the Taiwanese have to be shaking in their boots right now because I think they can keep up the battle with the Chinese for a while. I think their military's better. They have better equipment, and their training is better. I don't have much respect for the Chinese. About the only part that I respect on them are their nuclear capabilities, and that wouldn't even be worth worrying about it. Except Bill Clinton allowed them to attain U.S. technology for ball bearings in the guidance system in the missiles, which now gave them precision guided missiles. I can't believe he did that, but he did it. Money. I'm sure he got a lot of money for it, you know. And I want to talk about another thing too, and this might cause this video to be deleted. But there was a study done by Johns Hopkins, and what they did is they studied deaths in the U.S. in 2020 and found out that there were no more deaths in 2020 than is normal. And of course, it gets censored. because they got to have their coronavirus boogaloo. But um, it's just, and it makes perfectly sense. And I don't want to sound non-caring or morbid, I guess. But I said early on, a lot of these people that were dying were going to be dead in a few months anyway, because they were so sick anyway. I mean, if they would have got the flu, the same thing would have happened. And that's what this study found out. Another thing that this study found out, and I don't see any reporting on this anywhere, the death for coronavirus, typically every year we have between 40 and 80,000 people die of the flu, mostly the very old and the very young. In 2020, the death due to flu was almost zero. Almost zero. So all these, and like some of the older folks that died, I mean, they were on their deathbed anyway. I mean, it was that bad. So they keep repeating this byline that 265,000 people or whatever it is now have died. But the death rate in America hasn't changed. And it's for these reasons. All right. Thank you all. You have a good day. Bye.